My name is Miss Hannah. I'm from the Bala Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make a robot hand. So, for the materials we're going to need for today's craft are some drinking straws, some smoothie straws, which as you can see are a little bit wider than the drinking straws. You will need some yarn. I only have 2 colors, so that's okay if you only have 1 or 2 colors, but if you have 5 colors of yarn or string works too, that is great. Need a ruler. Turn it around, it's backwards, mine's kind of funky. A ruler, a pencil, some scissors, tape, and some pieces of cardstock or construction paper, and white will work the best. If you just have regular white computer paper, that's okay too, but the cardstock or the construction paper will be able to support it a little bit better. So the first step to make our robot hand, we are going to take our piece of white cardstock or construction paper, I'm going to put it on the table in front of us. I'm going to take our non-dominant hand, so that's whichever hand you don't write with. So if you're right-handed, you're going to take your left hand, or if you're left-handed, take your right hand and place it in the center of the paper. You're going to kind of want to line it up so that your wrist is straight to the bottom of the paper. And then we're going to trace our hand just like we would if we were making a hand turkey. So you're going to start and make sure you trace your wrist as well. You trace an outline of your hand to go around the thumb and then in between each finger. Make sure your fingers are kind of spread out so you can get in between all of your fingers like this. And then you can just come down and do a straight line for the rest of the wrist. So we have a hand like that. Once you have your hand drawn, and take your scissors and you're going to cut out the outline of your hand. So I drew my wrist pretty narrow, so kind of cut it a little bit bigger. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to cut mine kind of quickly so that you don't have to wait 10 minutes to watch me cut out my hand. So mine's not going to be perfectly on the lines. We cut out our hand. Just make sure that you don't cut off any of your fingers. If they get a little bit pointy at the top, that's okay. Oops, I'm going to drop my hand. So while I'm cutting out the rest of my hand, I just want to tell you a little bit about what the library has going on right now. So right now we just started doing Contactless Pickup. So if you have a book that you have been dying to get since March, you can give us a call and tell us the name of the book. We'll put in a request for you and pick it, and then we'll give you a call and you can arrange a time to pick it up. And we're doing pickup times Monday through Friday in the afternoon. You can call for specifics. Also, just turn the hold system back on. So if you put in a hold while we were closed, just please be patient. We know that it's in there and we will get to it. Just might take us a little bit of time. So once we have our hand cut out, and my finger is very pointy up here, but that's okay. You're going to put your hand back on the paper, so line it back up, and you're going to take your pencil and you're going to mark where your joints are. So that's where your finger can bend. So there's one here, there's one up here, one here. So you're going to line it up and then make a mark of where they are. And just do a little line on each one so you can kind of see where they are. And then we'll also put one at the base of each finger so we know where to stop with our next step. now we have all of our marks, and we're going to fold our paper at those lines. So for the thumb, we're going to fold it backwards. So bend it back so it's folded behind. And you're going to fold it, and then you can let it pop back up, and also at the base of the finger. So do that for each finger. And at the base. Let it pop up. And again, if it's not exactly right, that's okay. Your robot hand doesn't have to be perfectly in line with your regular hand. We're just using our hand as a model. Okay, it should kind of look something like this. All the fingers bent back over. Just lay it back on the table and flatten it out. So now it's time to start actually building our robot. So we need our ruler for this and all of our drinking straws. So you can either pre-measure and pre-cut your straws into little pieces, like 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 of an inch or 1 inch, and do it that way, do them all pre-measured, or you can actually measure on your hand itself, because everyone's hand's going to be a different size. Mine's going to be probably a little bit longer than yours, so I think it's easier to just model it on your actual hand. So you're going to look at each section from top to the first fold to the base, or the first fold to the second fold, and you're going to measure and cut a straw for each. So I'll do this first finger, our pointer finger, first to show you. So we take a drinking straw, and I'm going to line it up with my finger, and you don't have to go the whole way to the very tippy top of the finger. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space here, and then I'm going to cut where that joint is, and it's probably going to fly. Let's try to hold it. So there's my first piece. And then I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to use red for the next one. I'm going to line it up a little bit back from that first fold, and then I'm going to cut at the second fold where that next joint is. Trying to keep them from flying everywhere on us. And then maybe a green. So from the bottom, the second fold, down to the base of the finger. There are our first 3 pieces for the finger. And so now we're going to make a wrist. So to make the wrist, you'll need the drinking straw. Oops, there's our string. We need the drinking straw, or sorry, the smoothie straw, and that's the little bit thicker one. If you don't have a smoothie straw, that's okay. The drinking straw should still work, but it's going to be a little bit harder. So for this, we're going to make our wrist. So you're going to line it up with here to where the base of your hand is and where your wrist starts, and then you're going to cut it to about the size of your wrist. Put mine here, and that went flying. I knew that was going to happen, and cut it to there. So we have all of our pieces and our wrist, and then we're going to start our first taping by taping the wrist. So I'm going to tape it on the outside so you can see, but you can also tape it, roll up the tape into a donut and tape it on the underside, but I'm just going to tape it on the outside. So you put it right in the middle of your wrist and put the piece of tape over it and secure it on both sides like that. So there is our wrist. Sorry, it's a little bit bright in here. There's a window off to the side, so you might not be able to see too well, but hopefully you can see that. The wrist right in the middle. So then you can line your fingers back up. Ooh, my fingers are rolling everywhere. Trying to remember which pieces I cut for my finger. And you're going to need one more piece. Go back to our yellow. That'll measure the whole way from the base of the finger down to the wrist. For me, that's going to be from here to the bottom. Like that. and you're going to tape each one on. So I'm going to start with this bottom one, the long one, and I'm going to line it up with the wrist. So it shouldn't be touching. There should be, you can see a little bit of space in between. You don't want it to touch the wrist because we have to have some room for our string in the next step. And also don't forget about the thumb over here. So you give a little bit of space. Take the piece of tape and just tape it onto the hand. Like that. And then you're going to tape each section of your finger up at the top. And again, they don't have to touch. We actually don't want them to touch so that we can move our string. So leave a little bit of space in between each one. And just tape it right in the center of your finger. If you tape it to the table, that's okay, because I just did that. If it's a little bit longer, that's okay too. It should look something like this. And then if you did tape it to the table, like I did, just lift it up and tape it around the back of the finger. Oop. Now it wants to be taped to me. Tape it around the back of the finger. Like that. So you have this kind of funky looking hand. So you're going to repeat that for each finger. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but once you have all of your straws cut and taped onto your hand, it should look a little something like this. Each finger should be able to bend. If you didn't tape over that joint, should be able to bend. If you did tape over it a little bit, that's okay. Just bend it back now to make sure they can all bend freely. Just check all of mine. And if they don't bend perfectly, you can just bend it in a different spot where the straw actually ends. Just like that. So now we're going to get out our string, and we're going to need our ruler. You're going to want to take your string and measure out 2 feet of string. So here, 1 foot and 2 feet, and cut it at 2, like that. Then at one end of your string, you're going to want to tie a big knot. So I'm going to tie it like I would tie a shoe, and leave the 2 little bunny ears. You want to make sure it's a big knot so that it doesn't get pulled through when we pull on each of our fingers. So it can be something like that. Okay, so then you take your hand and your string. Again, you can start with any color. If you have all 5 colors, that's great. Like I said, I only have 2 colors, so I'm going to use the red and the blue. So I'm going to take my first string. I'm going to feed it into the straws. So you start with the thumb, or you can start with the pinky, it doesn't matter. Start with the thumb and feed it into the straw. Keep pushing it into the second straw. You see it come out. Oh, mine got stuck, that's okay. Push it into the third, it's now in this big long straw. Should be coming out, and here it is at the end. So once it gets to the end, you're going to want to put it into our wrist straw, the big smoothie straw. Keep feeding it. This is where it might get a little bit tricky. If it doesn't want to go through, you can give it a little more slack down here and push it in directly at the wrist. This is the toughest part. And eventually, it'll come out the wrist, and you'll stop it at the knot. So you're going to want to do this for each finger. Since I only have 2 colors, I'm going to alternate mine. So I'm going to do blue first, and then a red one. But like I said, if you have all 5 colors, that'll work the best so you can tell which finger you're moving. But it's okay if you only have 1 or 2 colors. Of this one we need to cut a little at the end. And if they start to come apart, like mine was, you can just snip off the end, and then they'll go through a little bit easier. Feed it through each of the fingers. Comes out the end here. And remember, like we did with the first one, pull some slack out here and then into the wrist. So this is why we kind of need that bigger straw at the end, the smoothie straw, so that we can get all 5 pieces of string or yarn through. This one is giving me all kinds of trouble, so if that happens, where's my pencil? You can take your pencil and try to kind of help it through. Till it comes out the end. Oh, it's right here. Just can't get last little bit out. There it is. So if it takes a little while, that's okay. As you can see, I'm having just as much trouble getting it through. But you'll pull it to the end and you can see it lifts up a little bit. So now you have all 4 fingers and your thumb, and you can kind of keep track of which string is for which finger. So once you have all of the strings fed through all of the fingers in the straws, it should look something like this, with all 5 of the strings coming out the end. So now is where you can have a little bit of fun with it. You can pull on one finger, you can this finger. If we wanted to point, it's a little bit hard to tell which one is our pointer. Is this our pointer? Yes, you could point at something over that way. You could also pull on all 5 at once if you wanted to wave hello or goodbye, but you can play with it however you want. This is just a fun, simple little activity to show how we move our fingers, because this is how they move inside of our hand. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll be back again next Friday with another craft. Bye!